Good morning, smart wood shop fans, Ron Paulk fans. A week ago, no, nine days ago today, I posted a video on mid-build, and I stated that I was building 2 benches at once, and I am. Then I had a second video that came out with some of the jigs and some of the things I did, how I did the different wheels and the concert amp feet, and so there we are. I'm up to my router table now. I do have my extension wings done. Wait a minute, I do want to show you something, and we're going to talk about the Makita saw fit because it's kind of unique. Here's my extensions. It's a 3x13 grid. Now, 3x13, 96 millimeter spacing only, 32 millimeter from the side all the way around. Now, it actually ended up bigger, and I was afforded that because I had to move my dado out a little bit. Now, here's the thing about it. I changed nothing else in the plan other than where this dado moves. So my piece that holds my saw is a little larger that way, a little larger, less than 3/8 of an inch actually. But I started looking at how this saw works. It can do everything in the pocket the way Ron has this design. Let me show you a little nugget. Something we're working on. The 3D printed cam. Yeah. We're gonna print that again, tighten that up. It's not, it doesn't really, it'll overgo itself. We don't want it to. We want it to get a little tighter. Something else that I want to show you. So the way these are, and I'm gonna print my stops, but this is a dovetail slot. Of course, this is where my tape goes. And it's kind of weird because I get down to the end where I'm doing this and I'm setting this up, and I'm like, oh, you got to take your time with this, man. Be real careful. Take your time with both of these. All right, so look at this. When I'm not using it, and if I had my router table over to the side, these become bench extensions. Also, too, because they're so clean, I mean, I have no blowout. I did what Ron said to do in the videos. There you go. Right off the table saw, baby. Or when I set the router table up on the side and I put them on both ends, like that, now I have a complete routing center. Yes, and I do, and I'm underway on the router table. Got everything cut, got the slots cut in the bottom. Of course, I don't have the ones for the clamps yet. I don't need them. I have these. So, yeah, and I'll tell you guys something else too about the micro jig. Man, these micro jig clamps rock, man. They help so much through this build, and I collected 6 or 8 of them over the years. Man, I'm telling you, these micro jig clamps, they rock. Let me talk about the router table for a minute. You see that right there? Just Tool Company. They're working on that. They're working on bringing this plate back. This plate is Mac Daddy, and a lot of people don't know it exists. Look at that. That goes underneath of it. Okay. I'm going to say it because I'm a victim of an incident. Don't buy this plate. Yeah. So the master plate holds everything, and it has spidey feet. I call them spidey feet that go in underneath. I'll show you. I have 2 of these, so that's awesome. And Justin's going to be bringing that back out. Yeah, I drilled that one time. I had a Hitachi, and I thought I was going to make some sort of lift out of it. And yeah, I ended up not liking router lifts. And I don't like the way router plates are going. Rockler give you a decent plate for the money. You don't really need a lift, but I love this plate. Now, here's one thing too. Like you see these levelers, In here you get these like little Allen. These are quarter 28. There's 12 spots, but not really. There's not really 12 spots. I'll show you what you're supposed to do. And this was in the original Jessamine instructions, which I couldn't find. See that? That's a countersink sunk screw. So this don't pop out of the table easily. Now I can take them out and it'll still be level and all, but when I'm doing actual work, I don't want any vibration at all. So now this is a rockler fence that I bought. This frame is actually too short, but I'm gonna stick to Ron's original drawing with the dimensions, and this will be included in it because I want to take advantage of that 90 degrees and that $100 I spent years ago that I didn't get to enjoy. So I'll figure that out. I'll probably reprint this so it's straight and at the right angle to come back to the vacuum system that I'm doing. But there you go. 9 days later after my post, total station's not that bad. And the LXT does fit, and it fits fine. You just have to take your time. One thing I loved about the LXT, yeah, I put some fancy hardware on here. There's quarter 20 inserts under here, brass inserts too. Just don't throw any old hardware on your saw. I'm serious, because it can torque it and twist it and not be centered. You got to do this systematically. Thankfully, this was a heavy enough saw once we got it into position. I mean, I actually measure 913 millimeters from here to my blade, 913 millimeters from here to my blade. So yeah. In a week or so, we'll make a video with me on camera. One of my friends has agreed to come over and record me. Maybe a little more in a week. It's been kind of cold, even in Florida, so we don't know when we're going to do it, but we will do it, and I'll demonstrate a whole bunch of stuff because we're still making stops. Although we went through the process of making Ron stops to really understand their design, and now we're printing them in red, white, and blue. Yeah, I'm proud to be an American. But there we go. And I got some more templates and things I want to show you. And some bench dog connectors. I'm actually going to buy some, but I made these messing around. Now this right here, don't do this with standard 3D printer. This wasn't made on this. This was a gift from somebody who had a printer that most of us can't afford. So, all right. Thanks for watching. Yeah, it took a week, and I'm loving it. And you guys can tell if you watched the first video, this place is cleaned up. This place is cleaned up a lot. Cleaned up a lot. And I got some work I'm doing over in here today. We're going to actually rebuild this. This table saw is actually going to downsize to a 31, to the smallest that you can make it. And it's going to get a new table and legs and a lift and everything. And we want to have it come out to be the same height as our Paulk work tables. We still want to use this. You got something like this, you don't get rid of it. Don't get rid of it. This having that T fence is good. But other than that, we'll keep working. We'll keep posting. We've got 2 more benches to build. You can see I got 10 more sheets to go. Yeah, I'm gonna organize the video, do some outlines, some notes, and we'll put it all together. But I know y'all can see how this little space out here doing the Ron Paulk work system, smart shop, man, has changed everything, and it's continuing to evolve. And wow, I really like it. I appreciate you, Ron Paulk, and I appreciate what you've done for the woodworking community. This is amazing. And oh, by the way, I wanted to say something. We built this one first, but I'm telling you, and I don't quite understand how it works, even though I am into processes and evaluating processes in my job. When we got this one built, this one was done in 2.5 days. So, kind of weird. So, but we do things 2 by 2 as well. So we already, to be honest, we already had our frames and our stretchers cut out. Then we slowed down and started looking at dados and plantings and openings and all that. But yeah, and they're identical. They're dimensionally identical, going by Ron's plan. And yeah, thanks for watching.